everybody. Well, Sheffield Steeldogs are in town on Saturday night. Let's go and check out the action. It's nearly 7:15 on a Saturday night, just before Christmas here at the Milton Keynes Arena. And here we go. Let's play hockey. Jameson in possession, switches sides straight away from Milton Keynes Lightning, goes over to the right-hand side. It's Lightning pick it up once again behind their own net and look to build. Looking for that diagonal pass, which is not there this time round. Steeldogs have done their homework and looking for the outlay of the Lightning passes. Here comes Steeldogs now on the left-hand side. Pass it through, and that's the first goal. Straight away, and 17:40 to go, and Lightning take the lead, and Matt Smith absolutely beside himself as that's crept through. I don't know whether that caught a deflection. It looked like it came to nothing for the Steeldogs down the left-hand side. It was a speculative shot all the way through, and I think Matt Smith straight away is going to want that one back. Talbot now tries to get it into the corner. This time round it's blocked by Sam Towner. Now Talbot can get something on it, but Nixon dispossessed now. Now it's 3-on-1 in favour of the Steeldogs. Opportunity now for the Yorkshire side, and they go 2-0 up. Lee Bonner that time round goes top shelf on Matt Schmittel. 15:15 to go. The Lightning with work to do. Great goal that. Picked up originally, and just Bonner just goes top shelf, and no opportunity rare for Matt Schmittel. He'd won the first one back, not like he'd do about the second one. Nice pitch at O'Connor, thank you. Hewitt now into the defensive zone. Jason Hewitt goes again. 13:06. Sheffield make it 0-3 in favour of the Steeldogs. Now, if Lightning are not careful, this could be a long night. So Matt Spittle going back to his bench. So Rachel's picture there basically of Nerf bullets. Yeah, that's going to get messy if we're allowed to at New Year. Another shot comes in, and wow. Great shot from Jack Brammer, goes backhand, goes up on the post, comes back down. Brandon Stones contesting it. I can't see a great deal wrong with that. Unfortunately, we got the GoPros behind the goals, but great goal by Brammer. Comes off the stick of Stones and goes all the way up. This is not going to be the best Christmas present ever for Lewis Clifford and his team. Brammer again. Nixon. Bonner. Opportunity now. Another shot comes in. Stones couldn't see anything there, and Stones goes in on his man, and now we've got a bit of a melee. There's all players seem to get involved. Shot came in, and Brandon Stone seems to take exception to a little bit of afters there. The referee's having a word with a couple of players and waving players away. Jameson misses the pass. Deneko almost dispossessed him. Under 4 minutes to go in this first period. Switch to the right-hand side. Deneko. Another opportunity for Deneko, and he scores! Goes low on Brandon Stones. 3:30 to go. It's Milton Keynes Lightning 0. It's Sheffield Steeldogs 5. Opportunity down the right-hand side. Creeps in on the back post. Goes inside and just Puck just creeps over the line on Brandon Stones. I don't know what's going on now with the in respect to the officials. Well, it looks like they've wiped that goal off. Well, the goal's been wiped out. Nice little hit there from Barnes Garner on Morgan. And this is where Lightning have really got to start finishing their plays now. And Power it was that goes in as well. And Mikey Power looking like he's taking on pretty much anybody that wants it, or anybody that doesn't want it for that matter. 2:55 to go. Christie having a chat with Tim Smith, and that's not going to happen. And Mike Power just introduced himself, and Bobby Chamberlain now on the bench, and the whole bench has gone for Bobby Chamberlain. Now I have no idea what's gone on here, but this is going to get more than interesting. Lee Jamieson is tangled up with Tim Smith. We've now got the netminders, they're on the bench. Norris is tangled up with Sam Towner. Well, you're going to have to forgive me. My eyes couldn't be absolutely everywhere then, but I have no idea who got tangled up with who. We have Tom Palmer now going into the Steel Dogs bench to sit a penalty. I have absolutely no idea what for. But that's got to be a bench penalty or sitting for the injury. So we'll wait for the announcements, but it looks like we're ready to get we're getting the game underway. Get some fresh legs on the ice, and it's Cowley who replaces Stewart, and Norris who subsequently replaces Laceram. Nice little switch this time round. Now Lightning have an opportunity. Yes! And Lightning open the scoring through Sean Norris with 1:07 to go. The All in Black Milton Keynes Lightning 1, Sheffield Steeldogs 4. Lightning are on the board. What can they do now? .107 to go. Lightning in the game. Hewitt waits again. Makes himself some space. Shot comes in. Nice little shot from Hewitt and comes right off the toe of that stick. Talbot can't get on the clearance that time round, and we come into the last 5 seconds of this first period. And the buzzer will go. It's been a torrid 20 minutes for Milton Keynes Lightning. Slightly later than planned. Mr. Emerson gets ready to drop the puck for the second period. Lightning 1, Steeldogs 4. They'll be happy with that. Steeldogs, that is. Right hand side, Morgan again, looks to stall it, loses a bit of an edge, but he gives it to Towner on the left hand side in front of the Lightning bench. All the way round, and Stones lets that go. Lightning are back to full strength. Cheers from the Lightning faithful. Now as another shot comes in, good save by Stones. What can Lightning get going now? Chamberlain, right hand side. Noise goes up, and there's a great goal! Sam Talbot, top right! Halves the deficit. It's the All in Black Milton Keynes Lightning 2, Sheffield Steeldogs 4. Chamberlain down the right hand side, gives it to Talbot, makes no mistake. Sammy Talbot with his 15th goal of the season. Face off down to the right hand side. Couple of seconds to go. Jameson will just, Christie will just ding that down into the corner. And that will end the period. So at the end of the second period here at the Milton Keynes Arena, it's the all in black Milton Keynes Lightning 2, Sheffield Steeldogs 4. So we're ready to start the third and final period. Lightning 2, Steeldogs 4. What can happen here? Stewart now in possession straight away, all the way down to Zamodra, who covers up after 7 seconds. Face off now to the left hand side of the Sheffield goal. Sheffield get it clear. Stewart trying to get it to Lakeram. Jameson gives it to Talbot. Lightning with no gaps at all. Sheffield closing this down really well. Towner now, opportunity to finish the game, which he does. 34 seconds to go, empty net goal. It's Lightning 2, Sheffield 5. Easy goal at the end of the day for Sam Towner. Picked up the puck. Loads of space, empty net goal. Nothing more than having to just put it in that empty net. Sheffield down the left hand side, Chuck comes in, goes to the left hand side, 4 seconds to go. And as the buzzer goes, it's the all in black Milton Keynes Lightning 2, Sheffield Steeldogs 5. The points run comes to an end for Lightning. It's been a brilliant points run. It's been the longest points run for many a year for the Milton Keynes Lightning side. But it's Sheffield to take the points. So there you go, a loss for the Lightning. But after the game, we caught up with Lightning head coach Lewis Clifford. Cliff, we talk about the points accumulation over games and so on and so forth, but it had to come to an end at some point. But that first period, I think you'd be frustrated with that.
Yeah, utterly unacceptable, I think, is the way to describe the first period. I don't know the timestamps on the goals, but I'd say it was probably 4 goals in 10 minutes. You can't hang that on anybody in particular. I think Smits is hanging it on himself. It's not him. But we had to make a change. Turnovers at the blue line, odd man rushes, just pretty much everything you can do wrong from a defensive standpoint. All happened in the first, you tell me, 10, 12 minutes, something like that.
To be fair to Steeldogs, they knew they had a tough weekend. They had 3 games this weekend. Peterborough last night, they took the points. Tonight here, and of course tomorrow night, the return fixture. They came out firing.
Yeah, they're a good team. They're above us. They were above us in the league before the game started through results between us. Now they're 2 points above us, and for anyone that thinks that Steeldogs aren't a good team, well, I don't think anyone thinks that, but they are a good team. They've got some real legit offensive weapons in their team. Goalie was outstanding tonight. I just think it was one of those nights where actually at 4-2 we probably could have clawed our way back into it. The goalie saw everything. He's seen the puck really well. I don't know what the shots on goal were through periods 2 and 3. I've never coached a team that has to kill an 8-minute penalty before. That's a first, but every day's a school day. That was an exceptional penalty kill, and then we scored straight after it. That's a momentum shift. The pendulum came across to us, and I think we kind of kept it for the rest of the game. Obviously the empty netter at the end, but yeah, it's frustrating night. That's I could go on and on, but that's probably the best way to just put a line under it.
But to put a positive on it, you mentioned the penalty kill there. The penalty kill was absolutely awesome, and that when you start to look at that, you start to think about what you can do tomorrow night against this Sheffield side. What do you say to the guys? Because 5-on-5 in normal times, you can beat these guys, right?
I think 5-on-5, like when we're playing the correct way, not how we played at the start of tonight's game, but when we're playing the right way, 5-on-5 we can beat anyone in the league. But if we let teams get out to a 3-goal, 4-goal, potentially a 5-goal head start, there's not many teams that are going to come back from that. No matter how much we know that pretty much 9 games out of 10 we can score goals. Tonight was a night when we couldn't score goals. But if you play that poorly, and it was across the board, forwards, D, goalie, everything. If you play that poorly for the first 20 minutes of a game, it's going to be tough any night.
I'm going to talk about, I guess it's the elephant in the room. We saw this a couple of years ago, when it almost became, the way things are going with viruses and stuff like that. You almost start to think, is this going to be the last home game and stuff like that? What do you say to the guys? Because, league games have been called off. There's been NIHL 2 games called off. And is it just a case of, look, do what you can when you can do it?
We've got a pretty thorough testing regime here. Obviously, I'd rather find out on a Tuesday afternoon that somebody's got a positive test and it just stops at one person than ends up being 5 or 6 and find out about it at the weekend. I think if there is such thing as karma, we've had our bad karma where COVID is concerned. We were made quite aware at the time that calling off games was not an option. So there would have to be some serious questions asked if games in this league do get called off, because that wasn't an option that was available to us back whenever it was, October, November time.
Yeah. Well, that's brilliant. Thanks so much for your honesty there as well. I think one thing I will say as well, when we talk about these times we're in, they're a bit uncertain right now. And we haven't talked about the crowd for a couple of weeks. Yeah. But they were awesome tonight. They came in numbers. They watched the streaming numbers as well. Yeah. And they just keep supporting the guys.
Yeah, I come up here all the time and say how good they are. And tonight they were phenomenal. And actually, they didn't get what they deserved. Certainly for the first 20 minutes of the period, 20 minutes of the game. And we'll just look when we come back home on the 27th, to right that wrong and give them a win to cheer and go home happy. So I'm sorry about that. I'd just like to wish everybody a really Merry Christmas. Everybody, whether it's supporters, people that are involved in the club, people like yourself that work behind the scenes, Dave and the supporters club, and obviously all the guys in the room. Whilst obviously I'm disappointed tonight, they've gone through walls for me so far this season, and I hope everyone has a fantastic Christmas, stays as safe as possible, and we'll see you on the 27th.
Brilliant. Well, thanks, Cliff. As normal, go well tomorrow night. Cheers.
Merry Christmas.
So once again, thanks to Lewis Clifford for taking the chance to talk to us after the game. Don't forget, of course, on the 27th, it's Peterborough Phantoms in town. Keep your eye out on the Lightning website and social media for details of the face-off time. Until then, please stay safe. Have yourself a brilliant Christmas. We'll see you soon. Take care.